Hello everybody and welcome back to another round of the Skittles Cup Series, this time round 18 at Motegi. We're all the way in Japan for this one. This is the first race of the playoffs. On your poll today, we have the number 55 Dr. Sleep Chevy of Jack Dwyer for Sam Rogers Motorsports, and on his side is the four-time winner of the series. He's currently has the most playoff points at 40. Drake Kalita driving that number 62 State Waters heating Ford for Finkai Saitomi Motorsports. You will notice that the cars in the playoffs will have a red banner, red splitter, and a red spoiler, repping the Skittles Cup Series color. Here's the rest of your starting lineup. We will get back to you at the green flag. And here they are going down the back stretch. The pace car is getting ready to pull off into pit lane. You can tell they are hungry for this win, this race. Everyone wants to be able to get to the round of 8. Because we dropped from 14 cars to 8, then to 4, and then that race winner is the champion. Jack Dwyer, he is the winner of the the regular season championship, and he is on the pole today. He looks to start his playoff run strong with a win for Sam Rogers Motorsports. Here we go, green flag racing at Motegi, Japan. Jack Dwyer off to a great start to start this race. Jeffrey Fingai going down low on his driver, Drake Kalita. This is only the third different country they have competed. Well, they've competed in America, Australia, and Canada. So this is Japan. This is the fourth different country they've raced in so far. Hometown hero Hiroshi Kasumi. He's more of a road ringer, so he has started quite a ways back. But he'll be getting cheered on every single time he goes by. Jack Dwyer, though, he is off to a great lead so far here at Motegi. There in third place, you see Jared Gotastic. Jared Gotastic has had some good runs. He has shown some promise in that number 41 machine for Blue Flare Motorsports. Did not make the playoffs. He has not had very good luck at all this season, and it's just been a lot of wrecking, a lot of failures, but here he is up in second at Motegi. He's not running for a playoff spot, but he would love to get his first career win, get some momentum for Season 2, because he'll be returning back to Blue Flare Motorsports. Ryder Smith, he goes to the inside of Bradley Bishop Jr. there. You can see Kyle Collins back there in fifth. Kyle Collins currently has the least amount of playoff points. He has 1. Not a very good look for Collins. Him and CJ Racing, they started off this season great. They had the most amount of top 5s, and they've kind of faded into mediocrity since. Jeffrey Fingai, he's trying to work his way to the front. Not Jeffrey Fingai, sorry, Zachary Fitzwater. Fitzy had an outstanding start to the season. He has the most consecutive top 10s ever in the series at this point in time. He was battling with Jack Dwyer for that first place in the points for most of the season, and he has since fallen back a little ways, but he's hoping to gain some momentum, do some things in the playoffs, because he has yet to get that number 1 win. Up at the front, you can see Jared Gotastic. He's gone down low on Jack Dwyer. He is about to take the lead away with help from his Toyota Racing fellow Ryder Smith. Ryder Smith and Kenny Maya, part of Titanium Motorsports. Together, they've been clearly a stronger Toyota team so far this season. They have made Blue Flare Motorsports look like a lower tier team. But Jared Gotastic, he's holding his own at the moment. He is one of the only non-playoff drivers up at the front at the moment. Drake Kalita's back in the mix, and you see Zachary Fitzwater right behind. Zachary Fitzwater, he looks to go low on Drake Kalita, and he will get to the bumper, and yeah, it looks like he's going to go low. Zach Stern, he's in the same position as Jared Gotastic. He's shown promise here and there. He just started off the season really slow. Only started to build momentum towards the end of it, and just because of TJ Smith winning that race, he didn't have a shot at making the playoffs at all. So yeah, Zach Stern, he just looks to get win, try to get this 43 team some momentum before he leaves. He is dropping out of the Skittles Cup Series after this season, leaving Ryan Reed to replace him in this number 43 machine. Ethan Villacorta, he's having a pretty good run. Ethan Villacorta, he is returning next season. He will be driving for Genesis Engineering. They are buying CJ Racing's equipment. And yeah, Ethan Villacorta has had a horrible season. So much bad luck trying to turn it around, build some momentum as well. See TJ Smith, the underdog in the playoffs. Nobody expected him to make it at the beginning of the season. The other TJ Smith Incorporated cars are not doing too hot. And here TJ Smith is winning a race and making the playoffs. And back here, you can see the lowest placed playoff car at the moment in Kenny Myatt. Kenny Myatt, been one of the best drivers in the field. He lost the regular season championship by 1 point after that 4th place finish at the playoff dash at Oran Park. He has a healthy 21, 22 playoff points to sit on, so it's not too big of a worry for him. He just has to keep the car clean and make it to the end of the race. Isaac Montgomery. Oh, looks like there is a wreck. There is a wreck in the back. Sam Rogers. We got Ephraim Lord blowing up. Oh, no. Oh, man. Huge wreck in the back. Jack Halleck. Man, not a good look for some of these playoff guys. We will go check out what happened exactly, and we will get back to you. So yeah, Jack Dwyer, he was racing 2nd place for Fitzy, and you can see he just loses it, and then his car just starts blowing up. He can't make it out of the way, and then the whole field comes in front of him. Sam Rogers can't avoid it. Richie Wells catches some air back there. You can see Jack Halleck. Look at all these guys just piling in. It's just you can't do anything about it to avoid it. Heartbreak. Look at Richie Wells. That car is destroyed. He's trying to get some momentum for his tenure with Blue Flare Motorsports next season. It's just not working out. Heartbreak for Sam Rogers, Jack Dwyer. Those guys, it's gonna hurt them in the chase. The playoffs, and yeah, Jack Halleck too. Unfortunate, really, to see them all end their days like that. But yeah, we'll get back to you at the green flag. And as the pace car lights are off, that means they're gonna go green this time by. Ryder Smith, after pit stops, will take the field to green. And here they go, green flag racing once again at Motegi. The only cars in the playoffs to get retire from that race, Jack Dwyer, Sam Rogers, and Jack Halleck, the ones we figured. And Jared Gotastic makes that move to the inside. He tried to take Ryder Smith and BBJ in one go. It did not work. He is going to the pits. Jared Gotastic must have an issue. He has gone to the pits. See, this is the kind of luck that Jared Gotastic has had all season, and that just makes the door much easier for Ryder Smith. CJ Racing guys, they are having a great day. This is what they need to stay afloat here in the playoffs. Looks like he's in the playoffs here. 4, 5, The top 5 are all playoff contenders. Then you got Jeffrey Finguy there. He's a playoff contender. Matthew Sutton, great run right now for Eddie Karwowski. Usually you don't see him up here. You see Alexander Novacek and TJ Smith fighting for the positions. Kenny Mines keeping her clean. And Joey DeCrescenzi, I think he's the last one that's still running. Yeah. There's like a good 30 cars out of the... There's not good 30 cars. There's a good 10 cars out of the race from that one incident. Very, very unfortunate. BBJ, though, he is in the lead, and Kyle Collins is about to put the pressure on his teammate. Kyle Collins, he is currently last out of the top 14. He needs this win. It's going to be very hard for him to make the playoffs otherwise. Drake Kalita is not going to let him go away easy, though. Drake Kalita is the most winningest driver right now in the series, and he wants to add another one for him and Finguy Sides Homie Motorsports. You can see Fitzy up there as well. Fitzy's looking for win number 1 of his Skittles Cup Series career. Kyle Collins, though, here he goes. Drake Kalita's got to put the pressure on if he wants to make anything happen. And, Zachary Fitzwater, he makes the move for second place. You see Zach Stern up in the mix now. Zach Stern looking for career win number 1. With the help from Jeffrey Finguy. Drake Kalita's lost that spot. He's in the outside groove. He's going to fall back a bit. Kyle Collins is starting to pull away a bit. Don't sleep on Fitzy, though, as Fitzy dives to the inside. He will take Collins easily right there. Zach Stern up the inside line. So Jeffrey Finguy is going to be able to make the move on Zach Stern, and Zachary Fitzwater to the lead. He will take this lap here at Motegi. Look at all those cars out. We got Michael Scout, Hiroshi Kazumi, the hometown hero, Ethan Villacorta, Jack Dwyer, Richie Wells, Jack Halleck, Eddie Jones, Francois Chastain, Ephraim Lord, Sam Rogers, and Christian Vargas. It's what you hate to see, honestly. Like, you really do. Zachary Fitzwater, though, he's looking like a strong car right now. I could easily see him taking home this win. 3 out of the 4 Fitzwater Australia racing cars are in the top 10 right now, having solid days. Kyle Collins is not going to let him get away with it easy, though. Jeffrey Finguy, he's making some ground on Kyle Collins. He's looking to make his way up in the mix, as is Matthew Sutton. A lot of playoff guys up here, and then Eddie Karwowski having one of the best runs of his career. It's not too often you see that number 98 up in the top 10, but here he is. Kenny Myatt slowly working his way to the front of the field. As Jeffrey Finguy, he goes down low on Zachary Fitzwater. Jeffrey Finguy, he started off the season fairly well. He started to fade mid-season. Towards the end of the season, though, he started to put some nice runs together. He has a lot of momentum on his side. He has been having a great couple of races. And now he is to the lead at Motegi. Matthew Sutton, he looked to try to go to the inside there. Didn't quite get it. Next time by, you know Matthew Sutton's going to be hungry for this lead. Jeffrey Finguy, he's looking pretty strong too. Looks like Zachary Fitzwater, he has propped himself up into 3rd place. Zach Stern sitting there in 5th. He is the only non-playoff car right now in the top 10. Ryder Smith to the inside of Zachary Fitzwater. With the help from Zach Stern, he's not going to get it this time by. Matthew Sutton to the lead for Fitzwater Australia Racing. Zachary Fitzwater down to the inside of Jeffrey Finguy. This is a Fitzwater Australia Racing Team 1-2 right now. They're about halfway through this race here at Motegi. Will Ryder Smith make a move for second here? It looks like he will. He will nudge Zachary Fitzwater up, and here he goes for second. This is what Matthew Sutton wants to see. The more battling, the better for Sutton. Back here, you can see that strong 41 of Jared Gotastic, just not how he wanted to end his day, his chances of winning. He needs a crash, and he needs one badly. Damage 29 of Thomas Saldivia, the 4th Fitzwater Australia racing car. This machine will not be returning next season. The 29 will be retired out of the Fitzwater Australia racing program for the time being. Thomas Saldivia, he also won't be returning to the series. He will be continuing his racing out in Chile. A lot of damage on that number 21 machine. Speaking of Fitzwater Australia Racing, because Daniel Bouchard will be replacing Matthew Sutton, who did not get signed back to the team. You can see the damaged cars. Dustin Brown holding out a pretty solid day, though, for that part-time championship. As is Isaac Montgomery. Here they go 4 wide here at Motegi. Alexander Novacek is really hungry. He's really trying to work his way back up to the front. Will he get the move on both of these guys? It looks like he will. He goes to the inside of Eddie Karwowski, and he will clear both of them. What a move by Alexander Novacek. Back up at the front, Zachary Fitzwater back into the lead. Drake Kalita pushing him from behind. Kenny Myatt down to the inside. Kenny Myatt's worked his way back up to the front. He is doing a great job keeping that car clean. Look how many playoff cars this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, it's 8 cars in a row, just playoffs. Zachary Fitzwater, though, he is pulling away with Drake Kalita. Kenny Myatt is losing them. Kenny Myatt needs to have a couple clean laps to try to gain on them, or this is going to work to help them catch up as Drake Kalita to the inside of Zachary Fitzwater to take the lead for Fingai Saitomi Motorsports, looking for win number 5. These two cars have looked so strong all day. Good for Drake Kalita to get back up into the mix. What a time to get win number 5 if he can manage to pull it off here. He's hitting all of his marks as back there, Matthew Sutton goes for the move on Kenny Myatt. Matthew Sutton trying to get back up into the mix to win. They're over halfway done the race. Here comes Drake Kalita and Zachary Fitzwater. They're catching up to the slow car of Thomas Saldivia. What's going to happen? Zachary Fitzwater uses his teammate taking that upper line to his advantage, and Zachary Fitzwater looks to get the lead here. This helps Kenny Myatt, though. Kenny Myatt's back on Zachary Fitzwater's tail. Thomas Saldivia really holding up that number 62. Looks like now he'll also hold up to the 8. This is not what those two guys need to see. Drake Kalita to the inside. He's going to have to work his way back to the front now. As Kenny Myatt will go to the inside of Zachary Fitzwater. This is what Kenny Myatt wants to see. Titanium Motorsports are looking super strong in this race so far. You have Zach Stern back up into top 5. Alexander Novacek's worked his way to the front with TJ Smith. The underdog is looking to really try to show he is talented. Imagine seeing a TJ Smith incorporated car in the playoffs. That would be crazy. In front we have Kenny Myatt. He has a dominant car right now. But Jeffrey Fingai, he's worked his way back to the front. And with Jeffrey Fingai making the pass on Zachary Fitzwater, that's going to allow Fitzy to get down to the bottom line. Start fighting for the win again. Matthew Sutton, he's looking quite strong too right now. It looks like this might be green flag pit stop time. That or Kyle Collins pitted for problems. I'm not too sure yet what happened. But it looks like Kenny Myatt and Matthew Sutton, they are pulling away from the field right now. Kenny Myatt has an insanely fast car. Here they come up with more lap traffic. Matthew Sutton times that perfectly, as Daniel Bouchard will end up taking the top line, most likely let him by. And yet, Matthew Sutton predicted that correctly. Kenny Myatt dives right down in front of Zachary Fitzwater, cutting him off. Daniel Bouchard is not looking like he'll be a problem. Matthew Sutton, though, to the lead here at Motegi. Also, if I'm saying this wrong, I deserve to be roasted, so full send it in the Discord. Matthew Sutton is getting a move made on him by Kenny Myatt, and it looks like Zach Stern was trying to take him 3 wide. Kenny Myatt, it's his pit time now. It's going to be more free laps for Matthew Sutton. Remember, the bonus points, the point for pole position and the 2 points for most laps led are still in check for this. As Jeffrey Finga, he makes the move on Zachary Fitzwater for second place. And Zachary Fitzwater will make the move on Jeffrey Finga, and they will all go down to the pits this time by. So while the confusing pit stops are happening, we will go on a little break, and we'll be right back to you as soon as the pit stops are done. We have 3 of the top 4 cars being Fitzwater Studio Racing cars. And welcome back to Motegi after the green flag pit stops. In the lead right now is Kenny Myatt. Second place, Zachary Fitzwater. Third place, Matthew Sutton. The 3 of these guys have really projected themselves ahead of the field. Then we have Alexander Novacek, Zach Stern, and Zachary Fitzwater. The 3 of these guys are trying to bring it back up to the front to try to compete for the win. Isaac Montgomery currently in the top 10 for Lowe's Autosports. Lowe's Autosports has really impressed this season. They have a few 2 top 10s with Christian Anderson. And, now we have Isaac Montgomery in the top 10. Great run by him. As long as he doesn't get held up by Wilson Hunt right here. He will cut right down in front of Collins. Great move by him. Drake Kalita, he never got to recover after that interference with Jared Gotastic, but he hasn't been too aggressive either to get back to the front. He's just playing it clean. He's not too scared. He has a lot of points to fall back on. Then we got Joey DeCrescenzi is the last playoff car still in the race. Here's the battle for the lead, though. Kenny Myatt, Zachary Fitzwater, and Matthew Sutton. The 3 of these guys have been insanely quick all day. One of them is about to lock themselves into the next round. Kenny Myatt, I think, has led the most laps so far. It's either Kenny Myatt or Matthew Sutton. I'm not sure which one of the 2. Zachary Fitzwater up to the bumper of Kenny Myatt. He looks to go down low. Will he get it? Will he get there this time by? It looks like he will. Kenny Myatt to the Kenny Myatt to the outside. Zachary Fitzwater to the inside. Drag race down the back stretch. Matthew Sutton to the inside to help his owner. Matthew Sutton now to the inside of Kenny Myatt. The Fitzwater Studio Racing cars have been so strong all day. Yeah, look, they are about 3 seconds ahead of 4th place. Now we got Matthew Sutton to the inside of Zachary Fitzwater. Fitzy, he's not going to give up that easily, but it's kind of hard. The outside line has just not had a lot of grip on it, and it's just not been great for competing for placement. And Matthew Sutton will take the lead. Kenny Myatt will follow suit. Kenny Myatt, he was about to look down low. He doesn't get there this time by. Kenny Myatt is pushing Matthew Sutton. They are pulling away from Fitzy. And so down low goes Kenny Myatt again for the lead. Matthew Sutton just needs to let him go and slot himself down if he wants to be able to compete for the win, because he's not going to do anything battling with Kenny Myatt here. Zachary Fitzwater down to the inside. This is going to be one hell of a battle for the win here. Zachary Fitzwater on the bumper of Kenny Myatt. Will he make the move? Kenny Myatt puts on the block. Matthew Sutton takes that line way too high. He's not getting anywhere doing that. He is falling back. Kenny Myatt distanced himself from Fitzy a little bit. This is not what Fitzy needs to see. Fitzy needs to be right up on his bumper, ready to make a move. That number 15 XI Toyota has been strong all the weekend long. There are not many laps left. Looks like lap traffic might end up playing a role in this. Zachary Fitzwater's got to try to time this perfectly. Zachary Fitzwater to the inside of Kenny Myatt. Will he get there this time by? Looks like Thomas Saldivia will end up playing a role into this. Will Kenny Myatt drop? Kenny Myatt is not dropping down low. What is Kenny Myatt doing? So Drake Kalida's worked his way back up. Kenny Myatt, I don't know what he was just thinking. Matthew Sutton to the lead here at Motegi. One of these three drivers will lock themselves into the chase. One of them will go home. I mean, they won't go home, but like they'll go home today. And here they go to take the white flag at Motegi. Matthew Sutton will take it. Here they go. Zachary Fitzwater, if he has anything left to give, this is the time to do it. Zachary Fitzwater has the most runner-up places out of any driver, and he might keep that trend going. Kenny Myatt is pushing Zachary Fitzwater down. Will Kenny Myatt have anything to give him going into turns 3 and 4? Kenny Myatt to the inside. It's going to be a Fitzwater Australia Racing battle for the win. Kenny Myatt, he did not take Zachary Fitzwater, so Matthew Sutton will take the win and lock himself into round 2. What a race here at Motegi. See Fitzy, he's pulling up next to Matthew Sutton, congratulating him. You can see the thumb out the window. Second place, Fitzy. Third place, Kenny Myatt. Fourth place, Zach Stern. Not fourth place, Drake Kalita. Fifth place, Jeffrey Finguy. Sixth place, Ryder Smith. Seventh place, Bradley Bishop Jr. Eighth place, Kyle Collins. Ninth place, Zach Stern. 10th place, Alexander Novacek. 11th place, Eddie Karwowski. 12th place, TJ Smith. 13th place, Jack Roberts. 14th place, Isaac Montgomery. And 15th place, really not even sure. 15th place is Joey DeCrescenzi. Here are the rest of your finishing results. Props to Jared Gotastic. After all of that shenanigans, he managed not to go a lap down. After the first wreck, looks like there were no more retirees. Anyways, thank you for tuning in to round 18 of Motegi. Hope to see you in the next round of the playoffs. I hope you enjoyed the race, and yeah, thanks for tuning in.